Okay, we're gonna have a little conversation about finding your target heart rate. You're going from 220, you're subtracting your age, that's your maximum. Then you take that maximum number and you times it by 60%, 70%, 80%, and 90% to find your target. We always take a 6-second count, so then you just take that 0 off the end and you can see what your numbers should be. So the older you get, the lower that is. But you're gonna go more by your perceived exertion. Feel how hard does it feel like you're working, okay? So if you feel like you're working at a level of 7 and your heart rate is too high or too low, go more by how you feel because your heart may be smaller and beating faster because it's smaller. If you are in shape, your heart actually beats slower because it's pumping more blood per volume. So you might not be able to get your heart rate up to that level. Also, if you're taking any beta blockers, that will affect your heart rate and make it slower as well. So if you try to achieve those numbers, you would have to, it just wouldn't work for you at all. Your heart can't beat that fast when you're on beta blockers. So you wanna go more by your perceived exertion and how you feel all the time. So go by how you feel, and then take your heart rate frequently, take your pulse frequently while you're working out. You might have an Apple Watch or something that does your heart rate for you. That's great. If you don't, then just take your heart rate this way. The best way to do it is right on your wrist. Use these 2 fingers so you don't have a pulse in your fingers. Put them right around your wrist, right under your thumb, in front of those tendons, right on top there, and you should feel that pulse right there. Okay, it's better to take it on your wrist than your neck because you don't want to occlude blood flow to your brain. And some people push too hard and then it kind of cuts off that blood supply to your brain. You might get lightheaded, you might pass out, not good. So you want to do it in your wrist or at your wrist right here. These 2 fingers, just grab your wrist, wrap around, and you should feel that pulse right there. Okay, so practice finding it, practice taking it, walk around a little, see how high it goes up, jog around a little, see what you get, try to do some perceived exertion work with yourself and compare the number that you get here to the number that's on your chart. All right, so get that heart rate dialed in.